What's going on, MGTOW? What's going on, Red Pill? Back at you with another video of these projects here that I used to live in, going from the mid-70s to the mid-90s, which I remember when this place was nice until it got into the 80s. I was seeing drug activity, these dudes, they were attracting the wrong women. It was becoming to be shit. And what could really do it for these guys, man? A friend of mine told me pussy is a good motivator. So when the drugs are around and when guys felt like they could be a drug dealer, that's what they became. And they would get their fast women and shit, and then they end up falling not very long after. Yeah, next thing you know, even though that woman becomes a single mother, she ended up getting some kind of money from the past guy they were with that used to be drug dealers. The most that women like from these drug dealers is that fast money. Okay? And guys end up getting killed over these women. It is not that fucking serious, man. But these guys, man, they get themselves involved in shit, man, including these women. I'm telling you, it is not a good fucking idea to even be a drug dealer. Attracting the wrong women in the process too. Come on, man. I actually know a woman that used to live in this building right here. She used to sell drugs out of her apartment. She was once a nice woman. And I'm gonna put her first name out there anyways. Anybody that knows these projects will probably know her from back then. Her name was Crystal. I believe she lived in apartment 1E. Okay. And I guess when she was struggling as a single mother, she had no choice but to make that fast money. I hear that she's now a pastor in Atlanta, Georgia. Whatever. Okay. But yeah, it was what it was. It was crazy, man. I knew a dude. He was a drug dealer too, and he got killed in 1990. His name was Andre Lacey. Yeah, I had a woman that he wanted to make that fast money for, and when you're a drug dealer, you're gonna envy a lot of people, and I'm sure that it led to that. So yeah, his name was Andre Lacey. Another dude, his name was Larry. Okay. He ended up getting killed because of a woman, and it wasn't really his woman. It was somebody else's woman, and that's how he got killed in the first place. Yeah, he died in 1996, right? And the couple, they lived in that building in the back right there, that brown building, which have like 3 sections. And the boyfriend had his girlfriend to lure the guy Larry, into their apartment, just so he could get killed by a machete. Well, which was used by the boyfriend, of course. So he was dismembered. His body was thrown in the ocean with trash bags. Investigators ended up getting clues that led to the boyfriend. So the boyfriend, he did a long time in prison. The girlfriend did like about a year. That was that. That was a past history. Another one, which is not that big of a story, but one female that I could think of. Her name was Arlene. She ended up being this thought-looking chick, but she thought she found this one guy that was worthy, or at least felt that he was into her. I remember she was a decent-looking chick going back from the 80s. She used to go to Catholic school, whatever, and she had her natural color hair without any heavy makeup and so forth. She was a female that was into her homework. Then when it came to high school, she had gained a little more weight, still more in the right places, but she's wearing these tight jeans and dyed her hair blonde. Like, yo, it just didn't seem like her. I'm like, really, for what? Wasn't that fucking serious? But then, hey, just to attract men with money. And she ended up getting some guy. He had a SUV. He was an older guy, for that matter. And yeah. And I think I saw this like around 1993. And then I think at some point she ended up having a fight with some girl in 1994, and I think she pulled out a weapon. It was a knife, and she ended up going to jail for it. I think she got locked up for a bit. And in 1997, I saw her pushing a stroller here by herself with her nose down like she was in shame. And back then she used to have her nose up like she was the shit, but then she ended up being by herself as a single parent, right? I'm riding my bike on that side of the boardwalk going that way, and as she was coming up this way, and I just looked back. I ended up laughing, and I was like, you ugly bitch. And she looked around. She saw who said that, which was me. I didn't give a fuck. But yeah, some of these women, they ask for it. Because it's not good to be proud, but hey, it's what happens. You always have to go about your life in moderation, man. That's how it's supposed to be, especially with these women. But a lot of them don't learn. But that's the projects for you, man. I've seen how it had, turned to shit starting from the 80s. Looking at it now, this park looks much decent from what it looked like back then. Okay? They hooked this place up, and as far as people that live here, it's pretty diverse. Like there's a white guy walking right there. It wasn't like that during that time. More than a couple of decades ago. They really fixed up the playground here, and the crime rate is not as much as what it used to be. It mellowed down a lot. Okay, very similar to how it was in the 70s. And I'm not gonna make it like it's peaches and cream here. They're still trying to work on things, doing some construction work in the middle of the projects here. So they're building up. It is what it is. I'm not gonna say too much on that note, but I will say this, guys. I hope you have learned enough, especially you red pill men, and to you men of MGTOW, you stay MGTOW.